At some point, you literally just have to say enough is enough and get tired of your own
Tell me what you see in me. Gotta be something different.
What's good, you guys? It's Kay and welcome back to another video. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are coming back, welcome back, girl. We talk all things self-confidence, self-love, and just leveling up in life, period. So if you enjoy that type of content, definitely go ahead and be sure to subscribe down below. Leave a like, leave a comment, show some love. And with that being said, let's just go ahead and get on into today's video. So today we are talking all about how to exit your lazy girl era and upgrade your entire life by the end of 2024. No games. We officially have 7 months left of this year, which is actually insane. But as you can see, time is not waiting for any of us, girl. So we got to get on top of this, okay? This is just something that we absolutely have to talk about because 7 months is more than enough time for you to step into the best version of yourself and completely change your life. You might not be able to see it right now. Like, it might not be super clear to you how that could happen just from where you are right now, but it's okay because we're about to break the entire plan down for you right here in this video. So let's just go ahead and get on into it. Is it too late to accomplish the goals that you envision for yourself this year? Absolutely not. But it will take a high level of intentionality and dedication to be able to do this. See, the thing about being in your lazy girl era is that you are quite literally self-sabotaging your own plans. And this is coming from a place of love because trust me, I've been there and done that, all right? I'm not prone to it, okay? I've been there, I've grown from that point, and I want to help you be able to do the same. At some point, you literally just have to say enough is enough and get tired of your own shit. So many people in the world today think that money is the most valuable asset or the most valuable thing that this world has to offer, when the reality is it's time. Time is the only resource that is literally non-renewable. Like, you can never get it back. Like, once time is gone, it's out the door. Like, you can't do anything about it. So then wouldn't it make sense to make the most use of your time and to actually treat it as if it is the most valuable resource that you have, instead of just taking it for granted and wasting it? Because when we talk about laziness, essentially what we're talking about is wasting time, procrastinating, and just simply not doing what you say you're going to do. And let me just say this, girl, you are not tired, you are uninspired. I actually looked up the potential causes of laziness just because I was curious. I'm that type, okay? But I just want to be able to break this down even more for you. And it says, laziness may reflect a lack of self-esteem, a lack of positive recognition by others, a lack of discipline stemming from low self-confidence, or a lack of interest in the activity or belief in its efficacy. Laziness may manifest as procrastination. When I read this, I was shook because that is exactly what is happening. And I think that last line is just so key. Laziness will manifest as procrastination, meaning that laziness is not the thing that manifests. Laziness is the cause. And if you're gonna be manifesting something, babe, we're manifesting abundance, we're manifesting affluence, we're manifesting wealth, not procrastination, not stagnation, okay? But I'm a firm believer that in order to solve the problem, in order to fix the problem, you have to know the problem at its root. You are not just lazy or demotivated by nature. Like, us as humans, we are wired to work and do things, and that's why, a lot of our purposes involve a level of work in some field. Now, the reason why you might not enjoy working just in the real world is because that's not your purpose. That's not what you're meant to be doing. But if you were doing the work that you were put on this earth to do, you wouldn't be lazy, you wouldn't be demotivated, you would be inspired, you would be excited. So realize that there is an underlying cause to your laziness. And then the how to getting out of that mental space will become so much more clear to you. Is it because you don't truly believe that you can accomplish the goals that you set? Okay, cool. So now you know to work on your self-confidence every single day so that your faith can start to match the vision that you have for yourself. Is it because you don't feel supported by by those around you? Okay, cool. So now you can work to elevate your circle, because people who are on the path of bettering themselves would be highly supportive of you, and you deserve that support. Is it because you have a lack of self-discipline? Cool. Now you can start creating a plan to work on your discipline, increase it, building trust within yourself so that you can maintain a high level of productivity through consistency. The point is, you have to know if you want to grow. So let's get into how you're going to become unrecognizable by the end of this year. It starts by assessing where you are now in all areas of your life, whether it be your personal fitness, your finance, your relationships, your mentality. The important part about this is going into it with little to no emotion and straight facts. That way you can clearly see where you are in relation to the goals that you have or the goals that you've set, and you can create a clear plan to help you get there. Sometimes when our emotions get involved in our lives and like what we have going on, it's hard to see what the real issue is, and then it's hard to see what you need to do in order to fix that. So I challenge you to take your emotions out of it. For example, me and my boyfriend, we just sat down and did like a budget for ourselves, and we got like a budget tracker and everything, and we mutually agreed that we were not going to be emotional at all. We were just going to see where we are, and then also, you know, set those goals for ourselves and be able to rationally and logically create a plan for ourselves to get there. This is also an opportunity for you to be able to either reinforce the goals that you set for yourself earlier this year, or change them completely and set new goals for yourself. Remember, you are literally shedding an old era and entering into a new one. Who cares if it's not January 1st, okay? It's June 1st, and let this be the start of your new year, because it's your life and you can do stuff like that. Personally, I've gotten away from being so like goal focused, and I've gotten more into being very, very system focused, because your systems, aka what you do on a daily basis, is what actually makes your goals come into fruition. But it's still so helpful to have that clear mental picture of where you are now and where you want to be by the end of this year, and also by the end of your year, which would be 2025, like June 1st, 2025. It's so important to know that so that you can have a clear picture of that and you can start with the end in mind. So you have your goals, you know where you are currently, and now it's time to break those goals down into systems. This will look like setting routines that align with the version of yourself that you want to see. So for example, if you want to become this fit, healthy, thriving girl who has just the most beautiful glowy skin, she always has her shit together, her bills are paid, she has more than enough money coming in, like you get me, then your daily routines may look like getting up an hour or two earlier before you go to work, and journaling, going to the gym, even if it's just for a quick little 3:30, taking a nice shower, doing your skincare routine, drinking some hot tea, just starting your day by doing things that show your care for yourself. Then throughout the day, you might have routines that involve you working on an additional stream of income so that you can have that money, that cash flow, or making sure that you meal prep the night before, the weekend before, so that you have a healthy lunch to eat. Then when you get home, you might set a night routine that involves working on those extra streams of income, or even doing a hobby, something that you like, eating a balanced and healthy meal, spending time with your family, having a slow night, drinking your sleepy girl mocktail, wearing some nice cozy PJs, cute cozy PJs, snuggling in bed, reading your favorite book, and going to sleep with more than enough time so that you can actually get a good night's rest and start off your day with a good basis. Create your own versions of this, whatever that looks like to you, but set routines that are gradually and over time, with consistency, going to get you to those goals that you have set for yourself, and ultimately upgrade your entire life. I cannot express how important having routines in your daily life truly is, and how big of a difference it actually makes in your life. This is something that it took me so long to actually understand and actually start to implement, but since I have been implementing these routines into my life, I've already seen such a night and day difference in my life, and you absolutely will too. The reason why most people don't hit the goals that they set for themselves is because they focus too much on the actual goal itself and frustrate themselves when they aren't seeing progress progress towards that goal. Rather than focusing on the micro steps and everyday routines it actually takes to hit those goals. So set your routines today and start implementing them immediately, okay? No more games. Now that you have your goals and you also have your plan and routines in place, all that's left to do is work the plan that you've created. This is where self-discipline comes into place, and honestly, it might be the most important part of all of this. I truly believe that self-discipline is self-love at its core. Every time you do something that you may not feel like or want to do in the present, but you know is setting your future self up for better, you are literally saying to yourself, you are worthy and deserving of more, and I'm gonna do whatever it takes to help you get there and to make sure that you live the life that you have always wanted, like you to you type conversations. And if that ain't self-love, I genuinely don't know what is. There are 2 types of work that you should be putting in every single day with no exception if you truly want to change your life by the end of this year. You have the outer or physical work, and then you have the inner or mental and spiritual work. And trust me, you need both. That saying that faith without work is dead also goes the exact other way around, and work without faith is also dead. You need to be doing both of these things on a daily basis if you truly want to level up. Outer work to improve your health, for example, could look like you going to the gym, eating healthier foods, more clean foods, going to the gym, starting those Pilates classes, drinking more water, taking your vitamins, and so on and so forth. For improving your wealth or financial situation, that could look like learning a high-income skill, adding additional sources of income to what you're already doing, finding things to invest in, creating a strict budget plan for you and for your household. For improving yourself physically in terms of your physical appearance, that could look like upgrading your wardrobe, which also means throwing out clothes that no longer fit the version of you that you are wanting to become. It could look like getting your hair done, getting your nails done, upgrading your skincare routine, investing into higher end or better makeup, whatever it is that you feel that you need to do in terms of physical appearance, making yourself feel as good as possible just when you look in the mirror. That is what I'm talking about, and that is what you want to kind of pour into. But that's just the outer work, okay? The inner work could look like reprogramming your entire mindset and your entire subconscious mind into one of abundance, especially if you come from an environment where a lack-based mentality or mindset was what was common. It could also look like starting your day with positive affirmations. I have a couple of different positive affirmations that I personally listen to. Some of my favorites are Joseph Murphy affirmations. He also has a really great book, which I'll link down below. I think it's called How to Use Your Healing Power. That's it. So that book right there has so many positive and beautiful affirmations in the back of it. Again, I'll link it below just so you can get your hands on it too. But he also has recordings and YouTube videos that you can listen to on a loop. Also, I love the Habits of a Goddess podcast. She does really, really great affirmations as well. Her voice is also very, very soothing. So I love that podcast too. And another thing that I'm gonna start getting a little bit more heavy into, and I would highly recommend for you as well, is recording yourself saying positive affirmations. I actually have done this before and I got away from it, so that's why I'm okay, it's time to get back into it. But your brain literally does not know when you are speaking in the now, or when you're listening to a recording. So if you're speaking life into yourself in your own voice, it's just gonna make it that much more believable to yourself and to your own mind, and therefore making it so in reality a lot faster. So recording positive affirmations in your own voice, playing them on a loop, constant loop, could also be a very, very powerful way to practice positive affirmations. One of the most powerful ways that you can actually change your mindset, shift your entire reality, is by creating 10-second scenes that imply that your wish is already fulfilled. This is a concept that comes from Neville Goddard, and he talks about that a lot. like just being in the mind space of your wish fulfilled. And I think this way is so powerful. Again, it's just 10-second scenes that you are basically insinuating that what you want has already come. For example, if you want a new car, you could create a mental scene of you physically driving in the car, or you could just be sitting in the car, or you could even be picking the car up from the dealership with the little red bow on it and just having a whole like celebration. But the most important part about this is putting yourself in the feeling state as if it's already done. So it's not enough to just picture it. You want to actually feel it, and you absolutely have the power to do this. It just takes practice, and I promise you, you can put yourself in the feeling state as if it's already done, even if you've never experienced it, even if it's never happened to you before. Your imagination is just that powerful, and this is such a powerful technique in literally shifting your entire life. So 10 out of 10 would recommend. And I could go even deeper into all this, so just let me know, and we could definitely take it there. But I don't want to just ramble on about that all day, but I truly know that this, like, you start practicing these things, I'm telling you, you will look completely unrecognizable even to yourself within the next 7 months, within the last 7 months of this year. And a lot of these things you can start doing as soon as today. Others you can plan for, of course, but think of this as the work you're doing to become the best version of yourself. Again, a version that you might not even recognize, but that's okay, because that's what we want. We want to completely change our lives for the better, completely upgrade who we are, and become the version of ourselves that we've always dreamed of and that we truly deserve to be. That's exactly what you're doing. And again, hopefully this video helps you. I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here, but hopefully this video has helped you. I genuinely am putting all of these things into practice and have been over the course of this year already, and the results are absolutely just mind-shattering. So I hope that this truly brings value to you and that you can take from this and start applying as soon as possible and start seeing these results, because it is level up season. It's time to upgrade your life this year. No more waiting around, no more waiting for next year, no more waiting for January 1st. It is June 1st, and it's time to start your new year, or start a new year for yourself all over again, and truly create the life that you've always wanted. So with that being said, again, I hope that you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to leave me a comment down below, and also subscribe if you are new here and you enjoy this type of content. And I will see you all in my next video. See you guys next week. Bye.